For nearly 2 decades, this track hosted the final NASCAR Cup Series race of the season before Phoenix took over hosting duties in 2020. Here in the Nicktoons Racing League, however, it is still hosting our final race. Welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway for today's running of the 4th Ocean Shores 400. I'm Taylor, and of course I am joined by my lovely colleagues Billy Bob and Larry McDonald's. And guys, although we are here at Homestead Miami, the champion has already been decided.
It is certainly a weird time here in the history of the Nicktoons Racing League, as you already know, Taylor. Tommy Pickles is ahead by over 100 points inside of this point standings. He is pretty much guaranteed to walk out of here today the Nicktoons Racing League champion for season number 4.
Tommy went from his car coming apart at the end of the Mesmer's race, having an incredible save at Talladega to win his first race in the Blimp series, finishing in the top 5 the next 3 races after, including another win at Las Vegas, to finally clinching the title last race at Daytona with his 4th place finish.
That was after both Timmy Turner and Jenny WAKEMAN both wrecked out of that race. Pretty much the only 2 competitors that have really been challenging Tommy Pickles all season.
The high banks at Daytona were too much for those two, as they fell out of the championship running, and because of that, Tommy Pickles is destined to become your Season 4 champion.
This was no fluke either. I don't think we're gonna write this championship run off just because of the way the racing was this season. We've already talked about the lack of passing. We've talked about that for a few races now.
Yeah, but then you realize, Larry, Tommy won on 2 completely different racetracks. One of those, yes, was not good with passing, like you said. But the other was Talladega, and even you could argue Daytona, with him being in that position to clinch the title.
Not only that, but this kid did it all this season. Poles, wins, top 5s, and now he has himself a championship. What a turnaround and what a season for Tommy Pickles.
A season that technically isn't over yet until race 8 here today.
Yeah, take this as more of like a victory lap of some kind.
Yeah, Larry, most definitely. We're not really gonna see any changes here in terms of the leader of the point standings. So really, honestly, this is gonna act as an exhibition race for all of these drivers.
We also have to realize that all of these positions down here are very close.
Yeah, we have a tie technically for 2nd place, although Timmy is ahead of Kiko. Because Timmy, of course, got that win in race number 1 at Daytona. So that is why he is currently listed as above Kiko. But then you also have Tuck and Patrick, who are also tied. Yes, Patrick has gotten a win this season, but Tuck has been a little bit more consistent. I mean, you do see some 40s, some 10s, but you also see 2 90s. Something that Patrick doesn't really have much of.
Mostly consisting of non-top 5 finishes.
Certainly a strange system, but it's the system we work off of.
This point system certainly values consistency more so than anything else. How about this though, Taylor? Up front, look at Lynn. This is her first career pole here today.
Well, how about that showing up at the end of the season?
Certainly very reminiscent of the first full-time season in the Blimp series for Timmy Turner. Of course, not doing much all season, and then winning the last race here at Homestead.
Yeah, I believe that was his very first ever Blimp series win.
With how interesting this package has been, do we perhaps see Lynn Loud scoring her first win?
I'm not too sure, Taylor, but I know one thing I'm definitely gonna pick for this race. I'd say Sammy. Let's go for Sammy Dullard inside the 12 car. I think he could probably do it.
I'm going to go for wild card. I'm going to go with Brad Carbuncle. He's there in the second row next to Twister Rodriguez inside the 5. Brad has had over 30 starts, Taylor, in the Blimp series and has never scored a win, not once. He is the first Nicktoons Racing League champion. He has the most top 5s of all time. And he has a pole, but not a win. We just said the first season for Timmy Turner in the Blimp series started silent, then he won at Homestead. Could we perhaps see the exact same thing happen with Brad Carbuncle and his new team, Cat Dog Racing?
Ronnie Ann scored her first career Blimp Series win all the way back at California in race number 5 this season. Look for her to be a factor here as we get down to the closing moments.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the command has just been issued and the cars will roll off of pit road, we will be going 20 laps here around Homestead Miami Speedway, the final race of season number 4. Certainly will be a very interesting final race of the season. We have never had a champion basically decided before the green flag flies here at Miami, as Lynn Loud in the 0 leads the field of Nicktoons Racing League drivers to the green flag. Let's end off season 4, Billy.
Yup, let's do it.
As here we go, the pace car pulls off. It's time to go crazy down here in Homestead. And the green flag is out. We're underway.
Lynn Loud to an early lead. Here comes the 5 of Twister Rodriguez.
Twister has had quite a bit of success in the Nicktoons Racing League. Of course, he won the Mesmer's 350 2 seasons in a row, the very first 2 seasons. Can he do something against Lynn Loud?
They're side by side as they go down the backstretch. The advantage to the 5.
5 has the advantage. He will try to clear her, and he will.
Apologies for the camera difficulties there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, our frame rates of these cameras are really, really bad. I think we need to hire more of those monkeys.
Absolutely. It's always the monkey's fault. Never blame anything else but the monkeys. Anyways. Lynn still trying to track down Twister Rodriguez, who just passed her for the race lead. As it's all side by side here, back in this pack. You can see Tuck Carbuncle struggling with a few.
There's Jenny Wakeman. What a weird season she's had. She's won a race.
She's wrecked out. She's flipped. She's done a lot. She's done it all this season, basically, at this point.
Another person who flipped, well, nearly flipped, I should say, is Ronnie Ann.
Currently in 3rd. Having a little bit of a better season, though, for Ronnie Ann, though.
Yeah, honestly, for someone who just came into the league, like you said, Taylor, race 5?
Yeah.
Race 5? For someone who just came into the league, she's having a great season, honestly, all things considered.
Even though she came in midway through.
We're on lap number 5. A 7 of Ronnie Ann is side by side with Lynn Loud inside the 0.
Definitely seeing a lot of passing here today.
Certainly I wish we saw this a little bit more throughout this season, but it's all good.
There's some tire tracks on the thing too, on the asphalt as well, in between those turns.
Don't think that's anything crazy. From what I can tell, everyone's running, it seems like, on the racetrack, so I think we're okay in terms of if we missed anything crazy.
Kiko, I think currently 3rd in points, is trying to get threatened by the Season 2 champion, Carl Weiser, in the 39. Sporting his purple flirt scheme here today.
Meanwhile, Twister Rodriguez may be driving his Dodge to his 4th career win here today. We'll see what happens, though.
You want to talk about how cool that would be, though? I think the last time he won was Season 2 inside the Mesmer's 350.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think he's right.
So that would be a pretty cool win there. And I mean, you gotta think about the title sponsor, too, of this event, Ocean Shores. Twister Rodriguez is from Ocean Shores, California.
Ronnie Ann, though, trying to challenge him. Trying to see if she can get to that back bumper to score her 3rd career win.
Yeah, just tell me what I'm doing in comparison to whatever he's doing. And just, like, give me telemetry, give me everything. You guys got monitors, use them.
You gained on them slightly entering turn number 1. Exiting 2, you lost a bit.
You gotta find some way to improve.
Just try to find a line. Try to find the line that works. No pressure. Got a long way to go. No pressure. Still clear.
Twister Rodriguez, there was some stuff going on down there. Tommy Pickles? Oh my goodness. Tommy Pickles. I don't know where he started, but man, he's flying through this pack.
The champion? Could he perhaps try to spoil the party here with all of these, people who don't really run in this position?
See what happens. We're about halfway through this event. So the top 3 is Twister, Ronnie, and Lynn Loud. 2 rookies and a veteran. That's your top 3 right now. Let's go and go through the field real quick. Let's go and see what's going on. Oh, we got a battle here between Timmy Turner and the 20 car of SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob has had a lot of interesting things going on lately with his career and his career future, possibly. Throughout the past few races, we've been asking him and several times if he wants to call it a career pretty soon, as he hasn't really been that good in terms. Oh man, there's some contact back there between the 32 and the 2. Sorry, Larry, go on ahead. No, it's fine. But anyways, he was talking about his performance, and his performance this season has definitely improved a little bit, just a little bit, getting a few more top 5s than usual. So he officially came out and said that he is going to be racing until at least Season 6. And that is what he's going to try and do.
Oh, so some stuff that we weren't really focusing on. There's a lot of things in the Nicktoons Racing League that we focus on, but then there's a lot of things that we don't focus on. Yeah, we'd be here all day if we focused on everything.
Timmy Turner and the 32.
My goodness.
These cameras? We may need to upgrade our cameras next season. I have no idea what's going on.
Maybe it's the Wi-Fi connections. Maybe we got the Bluetooth going on. We got the Bluetooth here at the Ocean Shores 400.
Sponsored by Music. Lap 14. A few more laps to go in this season. Ooh! Familiar faces going at it here. Battling for a position. Auto Rocket and the 24 of Patrick Starr.
Patrick Starr becoming the first person, or not the first person, but the only person in the field currently to have 5 wins.
Yes, someone does have 6. It's Timmy Turner. That's all you have to say. It's Timmy Turner. That's it. That's all you have to say.
Back in the pack, I see Brad Carbuncle battling with AJ.
We're just trying to find something to talk about, folks. Yep, that's what we're doing.
It's only our job.
Auto Rocket trying to hold up the 22. Sheldon Lee.
Might grow impatient there. Just be careful.
Oh, here's a pass for a position in the top 5. I think this is Lynn. Trying to get past, or Carl Weezer trying to pass Lynn, excuse me, for I believe 3rd position. And he will take that 3rd position away. Only a few more laps to go, and Honey Ann's catching.
But can she get there, though? We haven't really seen that much passing here today. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some passing here at the very end of it.
Of course, as we mentioned, Twister Rodriguez hasn't won since the Mesmer's 350 in season number 2.
2 seasons ago.
Pretty much. Over 2 seasons ago. But Ronnie Ann is closing, and she has the run on the inside! Ronnie Ann, down low!
Oh, but Twister's gonna fight back on that outside.
Ronnie falls back, Twister surges ahead. A few more laps to go.
Oh my goodness!
Carl Weezer passing Ronnie Ann for 2nd. Weezer to 2nd. Ronnie to 3rd. And even 4th, as here comes Lynn. Does the 39 have anything for the 5? We're gonna find out. 2 more laps left in the season.
Oh, it's by a car length, I think.
But we'll see.
Oh, here comes Tommy Pickles. Look at Tommy Pickles.
Doesn't even need to finish inside the top 5, but he's gonna damn sure do it.
As here we go, the white flag is out in the air. One more time around for Twister Rodriguez. Final lap sponsored by the Tuctropolis Discord.
He is out. He's gone.
He's gone, boys. He's gone. Twister by about 2, maybe 3. He heads down the backstretch for the final time here at Homestead Miami. And Twister Rodriguez is going to score his 4th career win. His first since the Mesmer's 350 win in season number 2. Twister Rodriguez returns to victory lane.
How about that?
What a finish. That was awesome. What a finish.
held off Ronnie Ann. I for sure thought Ronnie Ann would pass him on the inside. That was a great drive by Twister Rodriguez. Unbelievable job.
As your race results look like this, coming in first, Twister Rodriguez, he wins his 4th career race. Second, Carl Weezer. Third, Lynn Loud. Fourth, Tommy Pickles. Check that out.
That is 4 straight top 5s for Tommy Pickles.
Hey man, we may have said that he has clinched the title, but that didn't mean he wasn't going to come out showing his talents and just his pure skill behind the wheel of all of these race cars. What a performance.
5th is Kiko. 6th is Ronnie Ann. 7th is Sam Dullard. 8th is Patrick Starr. 9th is Sheldon Lee. 10th is Tuck Carbuncle. 11th Auto Rocket. 12th is Mr. Krabs. 13th is SpongeBob SquarePants. 14th, Jenny Wakeman. 15th, Timmy Turner. 16th, Brad Carbuncle. And AJ rounds out the field in 17th.
Tommy Pickles!
Still,
Look at
the
Tommy
number
Pickles.
3 car, but Tommy Pickles is gonna win! Talk about a crazy thing here to start off this event, Billy. We have Tommy Pickles on the pole. As the green flag is out, we're racing at Charlotte.
And Tommy Pickles just absolutely flew away from the competition.
He's just dominating right now. Tommy Pickles racing his own race.
I don't think I've ever seen a lead this massive just only a few laps in, Taylor.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how Tommy Pickles had such a huge run there to start off the race, but by golly, he had it. It might be the most insane domination I've ever seen. Tommy Pickles was in the rookie. Oh my gosh! No way! Tommy Pickles explodes an engine!
Yeah, it's most certainly an engine. I cannot believe that just happened. You can't imagine how he's feeling. What a heartbreaking moment.
Only 2 more laps to go! Here comes Tommy Pickles! Here comes Tommy Pickles, last season's runner-up! Can he do it this time? They head into turn number 3 and 4. Tommy Pickles has cleared the 2. Tommy Pickles hasn't won since the Rookie Cup race in race number 1. Tommy Pickles is gonna win at Talladega. Unbelievable. And in quite possibly the craziest turnaround in all of Nicktoons Racing League history, Tommy Pickles started off the season pretty...
Had a decent 4th place finish at Daytona, but after that, the next 2 races both finished inside the bottom few, only netting 20 points for that entirety of that little stretch of the 2 races in race number 2 and 3. But after that, Taylor, top 5s aplenty. 5 straight. We said 4 straight. I meant to say 5 straight top 5s for Tommy Pickles.
And it's quite crazy if you look at the other side of the spectrum. Look down below at Jenny Wakeman in 10th. Pretty much the exact opposite. She was at the highest of highs during that 3-race stretch. After that, Joe, she couldn't capitalize. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for Jenny Wakeman.
Sometimes numbers are all you need to tell the story. And quite frankly, I would say that this is probably the most telling box score we've seen thus far in the history of the Nicktoons Racing League.
I mean, just look at that gap, guys. 510 points. The closest below is Kiko. By the way, I just want to say, props to Kiko. Seriously.
Yeah, that is a very hard position to get, especially at the end of the season.
He drove his heart out this season. Just a great win for that small organization of comedic relief racing. Carl Weezer in 3rd. In the points, like we said, he did win the Season 2 championship, but comes up short, of course, to that dominating performance by Tommy Pickles. Dominating!
Well, baby's gotta do what baby's gotta do, Taylor, and hey, he put up 500 points. He certainly felt like it was what he had to do.
Look at Timmy Turner, 4 straight non-top 5 finishes. Was one of, if not the most consistent driver in this field a season ago.
Times have certainly changed. Look at Brad down there. Brad's a weird one.
0, 0, 60, 0, 0, 60, 50, 0.
At one time, Brad would nail top 5s easily in a good span, but he could barely scrounge up 5th place finishes, let alone top 5 finishes in a row.
So many stories, so many storylines this season, so many things this season. We had the new car, the Gen 2, a new package that was hit or miss, but ultimately gave us a pretty good show here in season number 4. So folks, that will just about do it from us. Tommy Pickles is your season 4 champion. And with that being said, and with all 8 races finished and put into the history books, we'd like to thank you for joining us throughout this 4th season of the Nicktoons Racing League. We've been going strong for about 3 years. And as far as I can tell, we will be continuing for as long as we can. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Larry.
Of course, Taylor.
As always.
So that'll do it here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Take care, everybody.